yes, it's true that throughout the day there's a ton of distractions that come about, and you know, all kinds of things, especially in today's world, are vying for your attention all the time from everywhere. I mean, it's the TV, it's the media, it's politics, it's the radio, it's, you know, it's computer games, it's video games, it's movies. I mean, it's everything. The environment around us is screaming out for our attention all the time. So what I do in my programs is I teach people, and I give them exercises to maintain their focus, to direct their focus. I teach them guided meditation. I teach them how to perform self-hypnosis. Some people freak out and go, "Oh my God, self-hypnosis! You know, oh man, hypnosis! I mean, this guy's going to make me bark like a chicken. Going to make me do something I don't want to do." And it's important you understand, you're never going to do something that you don't want to do, something that's against your principles, something that's against your morals. But the important thing for you to understand is that every single one of us is being hypnotized all the time. Because what is hypnosis? Hypnosis is when you have just an extreme, a huge draw of your attention. When your attention is being pulled in a certain direction, you know, at a very high level. Okay, and so the attention is so focused on something that the critical factor goes to sleep. The gatekeeper goes to sleep. The gatekeeper goes bye-bye. Okay, and so the mind, the subconscious mind, is totally open to suggestion during hypnosis. And so if you don't think you've ever been hypnotized, have you ever watched television before? Right? I mean, everybody's watched television before. They've done some experiments with children, you know, 4 to 6 years of age, and they sit them in front of a TV and they hook them up with electrodes and stuff to the TV. And they program the TV so that once the attention is absorbed completely, once the child's, and you can measure that with a, you know, ECG, whatever thingies, once the attention has been fully absorbed, that they're like in an alpha state of consciousness, that's how you measure it, the TVs will turn off, okay? And so they've done this study with thousands of kids, and I'll bet you can't guess how many minutes it takes for the TV to turn off. I mean, in minutes, it's 30 seconds, okay? In 30 seconds of these kids sitting in front of the TV. And you know this, I mean, you know it. I mean, you sit down in front of the TV, or your kids sit in front of the TV. What happens immediately? You know? And you talk to them, and they're like zombies. You know, it's like you're not there, right? I mean, the attention is fully absorbed. By the way, Madison Avenue knows this. The advertising agencies know this. That's why for years they invested so much money in commercials, okay? Millions upon millions upon millions of dollars to sell us what? To sell us, you know, all kinds of products that probably weren't good for us, probably that we didn't need, you know? I mean, and so I could talk about that for a long, long time, giving you even a ton of examples of commercials, but let me just give you one real quick so you have an idea. I think one of the funny ones is all these now allergies is the big thing. And so the drug companies have all these commercials about allergies. And so they start the commercial with a couple running through a field, you know, maybe a middle-aged couple, and you know, the field is, you know, full of little bees and birds and pollen and all this kind of stuff, and they're happy as can be, you know. I mean, and you're starting to sneeze just watching this doggone thing, right? Because they got everybody believing that we all have allergies now. So this couple's going through the field, and they're frolicking and maybe rolling around in the field and so forth, and the beautiful music in the background. It's got your attention because you're going, man, I wish I could do that. Wow, I mean, look at that beautiful field. And this is all going on subconsciously, right? Because you're just watching. And, you know, and then they say, hey, ask your doctor if super allergy-free, you know, bing, bang, boom, is good for you, if it'll work for you. Ask your doctor if it'll work for you like it does for so many millions of other Americans, right? And while they're showing you the image of the people having fun. And so right there, that's a perfect example of hypnosis. And then at the end, they say, you know, side effects could include, you know, internal hemorrhaging, heart attacks, bleeding, you know, brain exploding, blah, 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 blah. But by that time, it's like, you don't care. You're already hypnotized. You're already wanting, right, what they're selling. And so they sell beer by sex, by, telling, putting images of beautiful girls falling for, these cut, ripped guys that are drinking beer. I mean, like cut and ripped goes hand in hand with beer, right? So, it's all hypnosis. So I teach people how to hypnotize themselves. Don't wait for them to do it to you. Why not you do it to yourself? And that helps you to maintain your focus. That helps you to communicate with your subconscious and tell your subconscious exactly what you want it to do for you, because it will perform for you if you direct it, okay? And one of the ways is through self-hypnosis or guided meditation. Other strategies, we teach people how to break through resistance, limiting beliefs, and so forth and so on, which, we'll talk about a little bit more in a few minutes, I'm sure. But there's a bunch of different strategies that we use and we teach people so that they maintain their focus. So I teach people how to interrupt their own pattern, okay? How to catch themselves, right? How to observe their thinking, how to catch themselves when a distraction is taking them in a direction that they really don't want to go, and how to, interrupt their own pattern so that they can direct their attention back to where they truly desire to be. I mean, it really boils down to that. I mean, Napoleon Hill said in one of his books, The Master Key to Riches, the key to unlocking the door to all of the riches in life is, the master key is directing your mind and your attitude on purpose, okay? And the way to do that is by learning how to focus, focusing continually on what you desire. And you got to learn all these little tricks, okay? Pattern interrupts and self-hypnosis and energy releasing techniques and so forth to get yourself back on track and direct your focus continually on purpose. It's doable.